Hey everyone, it's Lauren. Welcome or welcome back. Today I'm doing yet another Beauty Empties video. I'm just going to be talking about a bunch of products that, makeup, hair care, skincare, just a bunch of beauty items that I've used up over the past couple of months. Really, I think since like August is how long I've been collecting these ones, so it has been a while, but I've got a lot to share with you, so I'm going to make this intro as short and sweet as possible, but I do want to say real quickly that if you want to check out my other Beauty Empties videos, I've done quite a lot, so I will have that playlist linked in the upper right hand corner as well as in the description below if you want to check it out. Also, I will have the products I'm mentioning that are still available linked in the description below, but just know that any product that has a star beside of it, the link associated with it is an affiliate link. Just means if you decide to purchase a product using that link, I can make a commission off of your purchase. It's not going to cost anything extra to you, but I do like to always just be very transparent about that, make that clear at the start of all my videos. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this one, and let's get into it. So this would not be an empties video on my channel if I didn't have like a bunch of different dry shampoos to talk about. Realistically, I only have 3, but it still kind of feels like a lot. The first one I want to talk about, actually 2 of them are from Batiste, but this first one's the Batiste Dry Shampoo in the Bare Clean and Light version. This one, to me, I really like the scent on it. I feel like it has this kind of nice perfumey scent that just is pretty and just kind of elevated and sweet, and I like it. But this past time around that I used it, I didn't. The scent felt way stronger than normal. It just felt very overbearing and just a lot, and I did not end up enjoying it. I don't know if that's because like the formula on it changed, or this was a dud bottle, or my nose changed, like whatever it was. There was something about this that I was not loving. Obviously the formula, I've always said, I really don't think the formula on this one is any different than like the original or some of the other ones that I use. So, it worked just the same, but the scent on it was just a lot. So I don't really plan on repurchasing this one for a while. I don't know if you guys have had the same issue. Well, let me know if you have. I know that's kind of a niche type of problem, but either way, didn't really love this one. I also used up the original Batiste Dry Shampoo. Here's what that one looks like. This one, again, I feel like has a very similar formula to that other one, just kind of as far as dry shampoo goes, and I've talked about this a decent amount on my channel, but when it comes to dry shampoo, there are a few higher end ones that I really do enjoy and occasionally do splurge on, but as far as the day-to-day goes, I really just want a product that's going to make my hair look clean and, smell a little bit cleaner. I don't mind too much if it actually makes my hair feel super clean. As long as it looks okay, I'm okay, and I really don't, use it that much when it comes to extending the wear time of my hair or whatever. Not the wear time, but the time in between washes with my hair. I only really use it once in between washes, so it's not like I'm really depending on it to do a lot. Just do a little extra, get a little bit of the oil. This claims to not really dry out the hair, and I don't really think it does. I haven't noticed a huge difference since using these type of products in my hair. Anything in my hair's dry, but I haven't noticed it to be that much more dry than normal as far as all that goes. With this product though, it did the job. It didn't smell too much different than it normally does, so this was, out of the 2, definitely the one I liked better. I really like the defrizzling one from Batiste. That's normally the one that I repurchase. Every now and then I'll switch it up with one of these, but that's probably the one I'm going to continue getting, but I would not be opposed to having this one again in my collection for the gazillionth time. This shave oil is my favorite thing. I really have fallen in love with it. I've purchased at least 4 bottles now, and they really do last me at least 6 months each one, sometimes longer. It really just depends. But this one right here is the Tree Hut Moisturizing Shave Oil. Here's what it looks like. This is the coconut lime version. I've tried out a couple of the different versions. Vanilla bean was pretty good, but it was also kind of I don't know, the scent on it was very strong. My favorite that I've tried out was a pistachio one, but I don't know if they carry that anymore. This one's pretty good. It fits the bill. The scent is not too overwhelming or too strong. The formula is really where I just fall in love with these. I believe the first person to recommend them, or the reason that I purchased them, was Jessica Braun. And I mean, honestly, anything she recommends I'm gonna get, but this in particular, it just makes shaving so much easier. I feel like my, razor just glides on my skin, but not in a, dangerous way where I'm gonna cut myself or anything. I don't notice any more, cutting or scraping or whatever. I find that I'm able to get a really nice, close, even shave with this, and it just, it's easier, and it doesn't, surprisingly, it's a very lightweight type of oil, so it's not like it's getting clogged up in my what is it? I can't remember, in my drain or anything. It's not like it's clogging any of that up. It's not like it's leaving residue in my tub or anything. It's just a product that I've been using probably for 2 years now and have absolutely loved it. It's changed the game for me. I feel like I have eczema prone skin on my legs, so a lot of times other shaving creams or even shaving gels, whatever, they could really cause a lot of issue for me, but also not using a shaving cream was kind of dumb. Like, I found that I was just getting razor burn a lot more often, and this, I rarely have that problem. It doesn't irritate, you know, my skin on my legs and the irritation and all that. It just is good. So if you are like me and have trouble with all of that, definitely recommend. I've talked about this in Empties videos before. I'm definitely going to talk about it in ones in the future. Really good. So this next one is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Hydrating Foundation. Here's what it looks like. This, I think it's like $16, and the shade that I have is Fair 25W. Perfect shade for me. Every now and then, you know, in the summer, if I get a little bit tanner, then I'm gonna have to, you know, add a little bit of, you know, either more bronzer or just, you know, add like a mixing type of product in there. Sometimes it can be too light in the winter, but honestly, this winter, I've been self-tanning a bit, so like it hasn't mattered too much. This is amazing. Like, it really does rival so many of my higher end foundations. It is perfect for the day to day. I would say it's like anywhere you could really sheer it out to get like light coverage if you wanted to, but I would say it's medium coverage, and if you want to build it up, it does build nicely so you can get more full coverage looks. So like, I find myself wearing this pretty much every day, like, you know, to classes, whatever. Like, I feel like it gives a good medium coverage, covers enough, but it doesn't look too artificial and fake, whatever. Like, it just looks very natural on the skin, and it lasts, you know, really nicely throughout the day. Like, I feel like it just wears really well. It doesn't feel too heavy. It's perfect. And then like, you know, we've had a lot more, like at school this year, we've had a lot more functions and things like that, just because things are opening up a little bit more with, you know, all the different stuff, but we've had more functions, and so I've been able to use this a bit more when we have formals or dances or whatever. And guys, this is so good. Like, every single time, I really, at least for the past 3 times, I can, you know, point out specific instances where people are like, I love your foundation, what is it? And I'm like, it's like $15 from Ulta, like Colourpop, I love it. So it's got a pump, it's everything I could want, really the way that I use it. Pump it on the back of my hand, use a damp beauty blender, and then just pat it out until, you know, I get as much coverage as I'm really wanting on that particular day. It's so versatile. Already have another one using that right now. This one I would say probably lasted me probably 6 months, and that's because, you know, I was using it quite often, and I feel like the other one will as well. But again, $15 every 6 months, that is not bad, and especially because it's such a versatile product, and I can mix it with other ones as well, like other different foundations that I'm enjoying. I've just really been loving it. Can't recommend it enough. This has been the foundation of the year for me. Oh, I forgot to talk about one of the other dry shampoos that I finished. This is like a more travel size version. It's the Paul Mitchell Express Dry Wash. So it's just like a dry shampoo mini version. Honestly, didn't love this one. I really liked the like scent on it. I thought was really nice. So kind of the opposite than the other two. I just didn't feel like it did that much. It didn't make my hair like feel more dirty or anything, which I do have a few dry shampoos that I've tried out that I was like, ugh. If you want to hear more about my dry shampoo thoughts, I'll have my best and worst dry shampoos linked down below. But this one, I mean, it just was kind of okay. It really didn't do too much. I feel like I ran out of it kind of quickly because I just was having to use a lot because I was like, it's not doing anything. It's just kind of a mad product. I'm not going to repurchase it, but if you somehow acquire it, I'm not like throw it away, don't use it. It just wasn't the best. I wouldn't seek it out. So I have in fact used up 3 of these over, you know, the past period, however long time has been since my last Empties video. But I promise I'm not crazy, and if you have some of the same issues as me, which we'll get into in a second, you're gonna really want to try this out. But here is the, sorry, I'm trying to like balance everything, the box, show these. These are Lumify eye drops. So here's what like one of them looks like. That's what it looks like. It's the 0.25 fluid ounce little container. Guys, these are so good. If you have red eyes, and you know, you're really looking for something that's going to make them go from like red to white, like really just clear up that redness, this is what I recommend. These are a little bit pricier, but what I find, and the reason that I probably use them up so quickly, is I use them every single morning. Like right when I wake up, before I do my makeup, whatever, I'll sit down and drop a drop or two in each eye, and it has made all the difference. I really feel a lot more confident. I felt like, you know, I was going everywhere and my eyes just looked really red, and I just did not like it. I thought it made me look more tired. It just did not give off like the appearance that I was really wanting it. These just make me look a lot more alive whenever I have them in my eyes, and occasionally if I have like an event or something, I will drop like one more in each eye before that, so like at the end of the day or whatever, before like where I'm going, but they typically last all day long, and it really does make such a difference. I feel so much more confident. For me, it's like, that is a tiny price to pay. If it is going to, you know, really help my eyes to look better, feel a little bit better, I'm willing to do it. So highly recommend these if you do have pretty red eyes. If not, they're probably not a must-have or whatever, but that is why I kind of go through these. I don't want to say like I go through them like water, because I don't use them like, you know, crazy, but I do use them once a day, at least, sometimes twice, but normally just once a day. Moving on to a mascara that honestly really surprised me. I felt like I saw some reviews on it and it didn't get the best, but this is the L'Oreal, sorry, it's kind of like dirty and has like mascara residue all over it, but it's the L'Oreal Air Volume Mascara. That's what it looks like. I have always been such a big fan of L'Oreal mascaras. I'm using the Bambi Eyes one right now. Love it. My holy grail, I don't know, I've probably talked about that a lot, but my holy grail, L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I love the original Voluminous. Like, honestly, the brand that is consistently providing the best mascara formulas to me would be L'Oreal. Lancome's pretty close, but I feel like L'Oreal's just consistent. They're, you know, more affordable, and they just give me the volume, the curl, everything I'm liking, and this one did it as well. I feel like this one also kind of like lifted my lashes a little bit more, so I found that they just kind of looked a little bit longer and, you know, helped open up my eyes a little bit, and this mascara just really did it for me. I was very excited with the way that it worked. I will say it did take a good week or two to really like get to the formula that I came to love. I feel like it did take a little bit to like kind of dry out, but I mean, honestly, it ended up being fine, and I would just know that like whenever you decide to open it, it doesn't have to be for a special occasion. Just go ahead and get it open, start using it regularly, and then within a week or two, it's going to be the formula that I've really found that I liked. If you like volume, you're going to like this one. I really think you will. If you like more of like a wet consistency with your mascara formulas, you may not love it, but I feel like L'Oreal does a really good job of having that kind of in-between formula, not too dry, not too, you know, wet of a consistency. It just kind of is a perfect in-between, and that is what I like for this one. But if you already have a mascara that you're enjoying, you don't need to go seek this one out, or if you already have ones from L'Oreal that you like, then, you know, just keep on using those. But this is one that I really did like, so I wanted to give my stamp of approval on it. Okay, so this is one that I've really been enjoying, and I almost didn't mention it because it's not like beauty or whatever, but I really do think it's made a difference in the like how white my teeth are, and I just feel like it's been an overall really good toothpaste. So coming at you with the CREST 3D White Stain Eraser toothpaste. Here's what it looks like. This is the Fresh Mint version, but I think they have like another like version as well. I went through this one and I did finish it. I go through toothpaste a lot because I do brush my teeth kind of a lot, but I also have another one already open that I'm almost finished with, and I just feel like it has done such a good job of making my teeth. It's not going to make your teeth like pearly white or whatever on its own. Like, there's other things that I feel like really have to come into play, but as someone who's always kind of had a little bit yellowier teeth, and it's been something that I've always wanted to kind of, you know, change. This is another one that I believe was recommended to me by Jessica Braun, like on her channel. Another Jessica Braun recommendation, of course, but really, like, it has made a difference. It has made my teeth whiter solely by just using this. While I've been home, I have like another one that I'm trying to use up from CREST, but I feel like whenever I'm using this, like, my teeth just look a little bit whiter, just a little bit better. And so I've been enjoying it. It's not that much more than any other like toothpaste out there, and I feel like it makes my breath smell good and all the things. So this is one I've been enjoying and thought I'd just kind of throw in there. Here's a product that I didn't initially fall head over heels for. It is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Longwear Foundation. Here's what it looks like. I have mine in the shade 120, so if you have a similar complexion to me, this one probably will work nicely for you as well. But I think for me, what I was kind of confused about with this product is that it was kind of like supposed to be the like the one for dry skin, the version of their foundation that's like supposed to be super full coverage and all of that. This was supposed to be the hydrating version of that, the one for dry skin, and it really wasn't quite as full coverage. It was not nearly as full coverage, but it wasn't like as full coverage as that other one. It was more medium coverage, and you could really shear it out if you wanted to. You could build it up, but it was a little bit harder to do so. It just wasn't the easiest product all around to work with. And then I found that pairing this with other base products, like seriously any other foundation, it worked so nicely. I don't know, it kind of like just made those products blend nice, and it was a great way for me to be able to use this product up. I did really like it. I liked whenever I would mix this with another product. I don't know what it was, and I honestly have heard this from a lot of other people. If they didn't initially like it, they found a way to use it up by mixing it with other products, and they ended up really liking using it that way. I don't know if I'll end up repurchasing this one in the future. Definitely not in the near future. Maybe sometime you know, at some point in my life. Never say never, but as of right now, I mean, it was a good product. I liked it. I'd recommend it, but it's not my holy grail, and there's so many other foundations out there that I'm loving right now that I just don't really see the need to get this one again. So this is one that I frequently mention in my Beauty Empties videos just because it is one that I'm using morning and night for my dry skin. It has really saved my dry skin. I talk about it a lot, so I'll try and keep it pretty brief here, but this is the ROCHE TOLERAINE Ultra Face Soothing Moisturizer. This is so good. I would say one of these lasts me about a month and a half, and I mean that's using it morning and night, pretty much like 2 pumps of it. And really, I have dry skin, and it's definitely like it can get patchy, it's eczema prone, so I really do have to be careful with the products that I'm using as like on my skin, and it's just very sensitive. And this is one that I find has dramatically helped my dryness. I mean, I've been using it for at least, I feel like I'm coming on 3 years now, and it's a product that I feel like has not changed the more that I've used it. You know how sometimes your skin can get used to it? Knock on wood, I hope not, because this has been so good. I just use it before, like, I do my makeup in the morning, and after I've taken off all my makeup and done the rest of my skincare routine, I use this as the moisturizer before I go to bed. And it just wears so nicely throughout the day, but it still gives that, you know, nice amount of, you know, moisturization and hydration to my skin that it does need, and it just allows my makeup to apply so much smoother on my skin, because before I started using this, my skin was so patchy and it just made applying makeup uncomfortable, like whenever I'd wear it, and then it also just made it a difficult process, and this is just changed so much about the skin on my face. And so if you have that issue, I highly recommend checking this out. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but this has been such a game changer for me, so wanted to mention it, as I always do in my Beauty Empties videos, because I'm constantly going through it. Now, along with that, I've started to use, I used it a while ago, and then I felt like it wasn't making much of a difference, so then I stopped using it. Now I'm using it again. It's the Laurenesklar TOLERAINE Ultra Eyes. It's basically their like eye cream, and I just use just a tiny bit of this. I would say the formula is a little bit more, it's not watery, but like, you know, it kind of has that more consistency, just like fluid-like consistency. And I'll just tap that underneath my eyes before, you know, putting moisturizer over top of it to kind of like, you know, seal it all in. And I just feel like it helps my under eyes be a little bit more hydrated and moisturized. It doesn't make that much of a difference, so I don't think this is like a must-have type of product, but for me, I've been enjoying it, and you know, I'm constantly trying out different LOREAL products because I do enjoy them so much. Like, I just feel like they really do help my skin, and when in doubt, doing something good for your skin, like, why not treat yourself that way? So I feel like this next set of products, I mean, they're kind of the same thing. They're the CREST the One Signature Shampoo and Conditioner. I feel like I used these up at the beginning of like this empties period just because like they were the product that I used from basically like, I think it was April to August, September. And the thing with it is, they smell so good. I feel like they worked. Here's the thing. I was head over heels for these products when I first tried them out. The first like 2 months that I was using them, I felt like my hair was just like air dry, doing nothing to it. It was drying so beautifully, and it just looked so much better. It looked healthier, whatever it was. But then after 2 months, I feel like the effect of these kind of wore away. Like it didn't end up working as well as they initially did. And so I kind of was like, okay, I don't want to use them. So I took a break, and then I went back to using them. And then when I went back to using them after like a month or so, it's still like that, you know, spark that I initially had with these products wasn't there. So I found all of that really interesting. I feel like maybe like what I want to do is try out use these and then use like another set of products from CREST, like that one line from that brand, and then switch back to these and then switch back to the other one and kind of go back and forth, because I know you're kind of supposed to switch up your products every now and then. Maybe doing that would be okay. But as far, I mean, I really did like them initially, so it's not that I wouldn't recommend them. I'm just kind of still figuring out how to use these products and how they work, but they smell so good. Like even sitting here, like, I don't know, I guess like there's still residual product in there. I squeezed as much as I could out of these because I'm all about using every last bit, but you know, they were good. Not the best, but they were good, and I'm still trying to figure out how to use them. So if you guys have recommendations, let me know in the comments down below. So I am such a big fan of the Garnier Micellar Waters. I talk about them all the time, and the one that I've finished up is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This is the waterproof version, so this is supposed to, you know, take off all the eye makeup, the waterproof makeup, all that. This is what I use on my eyes pretty much every single night, and I use the pink one. I think that's just the original, whatever. I use that on my face, but every now and then, because sometimes like I'll take off my eye makeup and I'll still have like whatever like product, like you know, cotton pad, whatever I'm using to take off my eye makeup. If I have a little bit of this product left over on it that, you know, I didn't need to take off all my eye makeup with, I'll just use it on my face and it works totally fine. I just make sure with this and with the pink lid, I feel like it leaves like a little bit of like residue that just doesn't feel the best, so I'll always, you know, wash it. Definitely with water, but a lot of times I'll go in and kind of double cleanse with a like some sort of hydrating like face wash or something. I typically use the CeraVe one. I pretty much always use the CeraVe one. But yeah, definitely use face wash or a cleanser over top of it to kind of double cleanse, just because leaving it on there on its own is just like kind of like residual. It doesn't feel the best. But as for the actual product, sensitive skin, at least for my sensitive skin, it has done an incredible job of taking off my makeup. I don't have to worry about, you know, using products that are going to be too harsh on my skin. I can take off my makeup easily, which is such a great thing with these. I've been using them for a long time, probably gone through like at least a gallon of these, maybe even more, honestly. And I really do like them. I'm almost done with the pink one, but this one I've completely finished up and almost finished up another one, just because sometimes I use more of it because I can just use it on my face. It's kind of a one and done, face and eyes, but really good product. Always talk about it, always going to be recommending it, but thought I'd mention it obviously in this video too because used it up. Okay, I feel like my energy was very like, I don't know, like I just kind of was like talking in today's video, not giving a lot of helpful information, but hope I got something good out to you guys in this video. But if you enjoyed and want to check out more of my Beauty Empties videos, like I said, I'll have that playlist linked down below. If you want to see more of them, just give this video a thumbs up so I know to do more in the future. It kind of gives me an idea of what you guys like, what you guys don't like, all that kind of a deal. But if you're new here and you haven't already subscribed, I'd love if you would do so by clicking that button below. And if you want to be notified whenever I upload in the future, you can click the bell icon that is next to the subscribe button. But I'd love to hear what products you have used up recently, what you think about some of these products, if you've tried any of them out, if you have any questions about them, just leave it all in the comments down below. I love interacting and commenting back to you guys in the comment section. It's so much fun, so anything you gotta say, just leave it in the comments. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day today. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for spending some time here with me. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys know how much all the support means to me. But yes, I hope that you have a great couple of days until my next video is uploaded, and I will see you when it is. Bye!